Somewhere was it a frustration of not seeing the kind of cinema that you like or not getting the roles that you really want to do that made you turn to production?
You know, when I came in, there were stellar roles for women. There was Kaho Na Pyar Hai and Gadar and Hamraz that was banged back to back in my first 3 years in the industry. And then it went through the phase of where a woman was nothing but a showpiece, where 2 songs, 3 scenes, it was hit the gym, get into a bikini, and that became your role. When roles like this were offered to me, it was very hard. I rejected a lot of them. It was very hard to accept because I was spoilt in the early stage of my career.
Because you started with a bang, that kind
with
of
such
thing,
great roles, which are actually roles. They were performance-oriented. So yes, this was also, for that reason, also to make a different kind of cinema that's more family-oriented. And I think an eventual step to fuse my passion, hobby, my profession with my education and take it long-term, It was something that I needed to channel into eventually anyway.
Is it true that Salman was very instrumental in you starting production house and he kind of totally, convinced you and encouraged you to do that?
Really? That's one rumor I've never even heard of myself. Not at all. Yeah. Salman and I are just very social friends and he's a well-wisher, but he never even suggested production to me. Not at all.
Okay, the tabloids have been going crazy about this, so I have to ask you. So are Kangana and you friends or no? Really?
I don't know her at all. I think it was something that she printed and created for herself. I don't know why. I guess sometimes people do things they don't realize are silly for their own publicity. But that's it, and I guess it's very evident, me with her thinking I've got a rift with the Dutts and all when I'm at every occasion. I mean, recently Manita had a party. Right. And Kangana was nowhere in sight and I was there cutting her cake with her. So I really don't know, why people would let out these rumors. Like I said, I have no friends in the industry except for Sanju, Manita and Hrithik, Suzanne and a few of them. So there's no enemies either, but there's no one special.
Hrithik and you have had the most sensational pairing, okay? So do you plan to rope him in for your production house?
I'd love to, my God. That would be like a dream come true. If my directors did feel that Hrithik does suit a role, why not? I'd approach him for sure and hope that he would say yes. But as of now, I don't know whether there is a role that they have in mind for him because it would have to be phenomenal. I think they are so weighed down by the whole Kaho Na Pyar Hai itself that to outdo that is hard.
Yeah, the exacted image to replicate that is quite a challenge.
Difficult, so.
Yeah. Ameesha, as much as you might deny it, there are camps in the industry, okay? Didn't you ever want to cling on to one because it kind of just makes it easier?
Of course it makes it easier. I wish I had been smart, but I don't know the ways of this world, especially of this profession. I don't know what belonging to a camp means. I've worked with everyone from an Ajay to a Salman to a Hrithik to an Aftab to new
you haven't
people.
Really belonged to
I haven't belonged to anybody, and I've survived and I've survived well. And I hope it continues that way. I have a good rapport with everybody. I have no enemies. Right. So that's a good thing, right?
One thing you'd like to undo about your career in the last so many years?
Well, I wish I had a bit more knowledge about it because I came from a background that was so political and business-oriented that I was really an outsider, and I came in at an era where there were only film people: Abhishek, Hrithik, Kareena, Isha, Tushar, Fardeen. I mean, the list is endless. They were all star siblings or star children who'd grown up in this environment of cinema and knew the do's and don'ts, whereas I stumbled, I fell, and I learned to stand again.
Were you envious the fact that they had a godfather?
No, not by yourself. Because I had an education and I had a worldview and I had an exposure which was so different from them that's what made me unique, and I'm very proud of that.
So no regrets, really?
Not at all. I've learned from my mistakes and I've been happy with everything.
Tell us about Chatur Singh.
Chatur Singh is a complete comic caper. It's the title role played by Sanjay, that's Chatur Singh Two Star, but he's really not Chatur. He's a complete buffoon, and he gets caught up in trying to resolve a crime which I've been wrongly accused of committing, and I'm also his love interest, so he's hell-bent on proving my innocence. And in that, the different comedies that we go through, it's a rib-crackling comedy. And he's really dumb, actually. He's not Chatur at all, and he resolves the whole case and solves it by default, and it's hilarious. And Sanjay Dutt is just fantastic in it.